What's up, YouTube fam, Facebook fam, Instagram fam? It's your girl, SweetnLo. This topic that we're talking about today has really been bothering me since yesterday, since the news came out. You already know what it's about by my title, but first thing first, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, hit those likes, and share. Show your girl, SweetnLo, some support and some love. Hey, it only take but a tap. You feel me? So we're going to get into this video, and I'll be right back, y'all. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I got me some Red Lobster today. They got a manager special where it's a pound of snow crabs, some potatoes, sausage, and corn. I'm gonna insert the picture right here for $21.49. I made my own sauce, as you can see. It even got some onions, some green peppers, and some mushrooms in it too. And got my little Red Lobster biscuits. And I had to get me a jalapeno, y'all. I had to. I love jalapenos. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start talking. Let me get y'all a little close up on how the food is looking. Tasty. I'm gonna go ahead and say my prayers first. Amen. So, as you can see by the title, the topic is about Tim Norman. Miss Robbie Montgomery of Sweetie Pie's restaurant franchise, her son. This has really been bothering me, y'all, like seriously. So, I really don't know how to take it. Because, you know, I watched all of their episodes and their seasons and stuff. Ooh, look at that, y'all. Let me show ya. Ooh, wee. I gotta blow it because it's hot. And I'm not about to embarrass myself on this video. Yep, told you. My sauce is banging. Yeah, but but I'm gonna read a couple of articles. Well, I'm gonna read from one article actually. Now, when I seen this yesterday, and I actually seen it on Facebook from a news broadcast from St. Louis, and I picked and I said that can't be true, because you know they be sitting there doing all kind of stuff on Facebook, sharing false information and stuff. But I was like, well, that's pretty serious. You feel me? So I clicked on it and I read it. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what it said. It said, the son of Robbie Montgomery, I'm actually reading from my laptop. Reality TV star and owner of Sweetie Pies is accused of facilitating a murder for hire against his nephew in an attempt to collect the nephew's life insurance money. Now, if some of y'all don't remember, don't recall, her nephew is Andre Montgomery. He came to stay with Miss Robbie so he can graduate from high school and he can have a better life for himself. In the midst of that, he graduated from high school. Miss Robbie was very proud of him. Everybody, the whole family was proud of him. Him and Miss Robbie's nephew Charles was actually like best friends. So Tim in 2014 sat there and opened up an insurance policy for $450,000 and him as the full beneficiary on his nephew. And I doubted that his nephew or anybody else even knew about it. Sausage, y'all. So, y'all, wait a minute. This butter is hot. Y'all see them onions? There's some good sausage from Red Lobster. And they give you a lot, too. So, Tim ended up conspiring with, I was looking for my water. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know me. I'm back with my water in my Yeti cup all day, all night long. Y'all see that skin? You see it? But anyway, back to the seriousness. He put out in 2014 a $450,000 insurance policy on Andrew. Still don't nobody know why he did it, because Andrew wasn't murdered till 2 years later in 2016. I believe it was March. On here it says that he was arrested Tuesday, 1 week after being charged with conspiracy to use the internet commerce facilities in the commission of murder to highly result in death, which basically they saying using a cell phone. The nephew Andre Montgomery was Robin Montgomery's grandson, and they, everybody know they both appeared on the show. Now I'm a take one step back. I don't know if some of y'all remember Jennifer Williams of Basketball Wives, but she dated Tim Norman, and she ended up breaking up with him and was saying that he was stalking her, and I think allegedly he was abusive and allegedly stalking her, but for some reason didn't nobody want to believe her. Well, I'm not gonna say for some reason. It was because it was Jennifer Williams. You know what I'm saying? And she put on Instagram today, actually, this is what she said. The reality star shared a note on Instagram hours after news of Tim's arrest. And she wrote, "Karma will get you one way or another. The truth always reveals itself." Then she added, "Condolences to the family. I can't imagine how this dose of truth is hitting." And I completely agree with that last part of her statement, because I'm worried about Miss Robbie. Miss Robbie is 80 years old. She was very, very, very heartbroken when Andre was murdered. But she always said that it was a setup. She always said that, and then she always said it had to be somebody close to him, because she said he was only back in his hometown for what, 4 or 5 days. And I actually watched other YouTube videos of, the passing, when he passed away, and watched her, her reactions and stuff. And she always said that she felt that he was set up, and that it was somebody that, excuse me, y'all, and it was somebody that he knew. Not knowing that somebody was going to be her son. You know what I'm saying? And that is so heartbreaking for this family. And I'm really, really, really worried about Miss Robbie, because Miss Robbie is 80 years old. Miss Robbie's older son, which was Andre's father, he was murdered. And then, and now Andre was murdered from gun violence as well. And then it's because of his own uncle. Now, if y'all don't remember, he was married to Janae. And Janae it was allegedly that he was abusive to Janae. When I think back in hindsight, Janae knew that something went right with Tim. Tim scared the crap out of Janae. And I'm so glad that she was able to get away from that situation, because look what he's capable of doing. He actually sat there and got his own nephew murdered for some insurance money. Now they said, from what I read, a week after he was murdered, he contacted the insurance company trying to put a claim in for the $450,000. But I haven't been able to find anywhere that if he got the money or not. But he conspired with. Now here's a potato. I don't know if this is baked potato or what. I don't know if it's sweet potato. It smells like sweet potato. Let's try it out. It's a regular potato. Oh wow, that's good. That is good. Now, I don't know. He sat there and conspired with a stripper by the name of Teresa L. Now, here's her picture, and I'm going to have his picture right there too. Now, I don't know if it's pronounced Teresa or Terica, but he conspired with her. And I'm still trying to figure out how did all this come out. Like, I'm still trying to figure out, how did they figure all this out? Is this something that they been on and they just couldn't prove it? Or did she speak on this to the police? Or like, how did all this come out? But I do know that I read an article where it was a team that came in to St. Louis because of a lot of violence that's been going on, to help solve cases and stuff like that. And to my understanding, for what I'm seeing, is some kind of way they was looking into that too. That's what I'm getting out of it. This is sad, y'all. Like, how can you be so evil? But Janae tried to do it. Jennifer Williams tried to say everybody that this dude is not right. Miss Robbie had to, like, separate her ways from him. And she actually had to sue him because he was open for something about some contract infringement, some type of infringement, dealing financially, because he was spending her money and stuff like that. I know this family is heartbroken because, you know, their family is pretty close. Look at that, y'all. Oh. God, this is so good. So good. So I don't know if he put that insurance policy out on Andre in 2014 and sat back and waited a couple of years to sit there and plot this young man's death, or what. But like, what was the main reason? Because he didn't get him murdered till 2 years later. And then I've been watching shows where there's one video, and I'm thinking that this is on a Sweetie Pie episode, where Robbie and Tim actually went back to the actual place where Andre was murdered. He actually went where this young man was murdered, and trying to look all distraught and sad. But he made one statement in that video. He said, "I always tried to avoid going there. Now we know why you avoided going there." because you knew you got that young man murdered. It's messed up. It's messed up. And then, oh, let me show you my crab. I think I got like a cluster and a half. But hey, I'm not mad because it wasn't expensive. But it was it said manager special. So, my heart right now, I know Andre has a mother. My heart goes out to his mother. My heart goes out to Miss Robin. My heart goes out to the whole family. There's no way around it. But, you know, for Miss Robbie to be, you know, up in age and now knowing that the words that she was saying about it being a setup and stuff like that, that's sad. That's really sad. I couldn't imagine that. I can't nobody imagine right now what Miss Robbie is doing. How she's sitting there trying to gather all this information and handle it being her own son. I can't imagine. So my heart goes, like, really do. And then, so Andre was murdered March 14th, 2016. It said in 2016, Montgomery who was 18 at the time, say Norman obtained a $450,000 life insurance policy on his nephew. And like I said earlier, which he was the sole beneficiary of it. In the days leading up to Montgomery's death, Norman flew to St. Louis from his home in Los Angeles, and Ellis traveled to St. Louis from her home in Memphis. On the day of the murder, Ellis used a temporary phone to determine Montgomery's location. Then she immediately placed a call to Norman. Norman is Tim. So you went to St. Louis and you practically tracked this young man down. It's not saying how she tracked him down, how she ended up knowing where he was at, but she found him. And when she found him, she called Tim. But it also has come out that when he was killed and the police came, she was still there in the area because they was able to get the pings off the cell phones. But I'm trying to figure out, how did they find the cell phones? Like, how did they figure out the numbers or whatnot? But they did say that Andre, before Andre was murdered, Andre had got a phone call while he was inside the studio. And then he went outside. And when he went outside, that's when, unfortunately, he was murdered. So they probably got the number from his cell phone and was able to pick that phone number off his phone, because that was the last phone call that he made. And that's probably how they was able to get some information, you know, that way too. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. It said Ella's phone location placed her near Montgomery at the time of his death, according to the complaint. Immediately following the murder, Ellis, which is Teresa, how you supposed to say her name, placed another call and then began traveling back to Memphis. It then says she later deposited more than $9,000 in cash into various bank accounts. A week after the killing, like I said, Norman contacted the life insurance company in an attempt to collect on his nephew's policy. But it's still not saying did he get it? Okay, now the criminal case is part of the Operation Lejeune, which has brought 50 federal agents to St. Louis to combat violent crime. Remember I said that just a few minutes ago. The initiative was named for a 4-year-old boy who was shot and killed in June in Kansas City. So that's how it came to be about the federal agents coming. So, like I was saying, you got to be one evil person to sit there and do that to your nephew and to do that to your family. Like, it just don't make no sense. All because of money. And I can remember him being money hungry in the shows. That's good. And remember, he was always trying to convince his mama to open up more stores. Do this, do that. And now it's making sense. And it's sad that he would do that to his family. Now, I'm pretty sure he know that his family know what he did because the world know. And to sit there and watch your own mother, watch your own family sit there and mourn this young man and hear how she talks about the death of her grandson and who would do that to him. And to their family. And just have this nonchalant, I'm not guilty face. Like, he really did not care, y'all. He was so evil. He really didn't care. Y'all just so good. And then he sit there and went to the young man's funeral. Probably cried crocodile tears with his family. And the whole time, he knew what he did. That's evil. And it's sad that this saying, money is the root of all evil, is actually true in this case. Yeah. I'm about to close the video up. Reflect on some things. Reflect on life. And say my prayers for Miss Robbie, for Andre's mother, and for their family. And I hope that y'all can find yourselves doing the same. So with that being said, y'all stay blessed, stay safe, stay healthy, and love each other, y'all. and love your family. Bye, y'all.